my name is Nur Izzati Zainal and I play a role as
Hi, my name is Rifhan. I play as I'm the Queen of Yamanihah binti Kumar and I play as
Assalamualaikum, Mi. I'm home.
Waalaikumsalam. So how's your school today?
My day. Everything was fine until I learned about surrogacy.
What happened?
The topic was so complex and hard to understand. I have so many questions in my mind. Umi, would you mind to entertain me for a while?
Yes, sure.
Thank you, Mi. So, from what I understand, surrogacy is like a legal agreement whereby the mother, which is the surrogate mother, agreed to carry a child for 9 months, and after the baby born, she need to give the child to the intended parents who are unable to have a child on its own. But the thing is, why did they do that, Umi?
Not every woman in this world is able to bear children. Maybe the wife have medical problem like heart or kidney disease that pregnancy may seriously threaten her life or health. Or perhaps the wife's womb have been removed due to the cancer.
Oh yeah, it's a surgical procedure called hysterectomy to remove the uterus, right, Umi? And one more thing, Ustazah also mentioned about the how surrogacy started and the historical background of this hot issue. Do you want to hear this?
Oh really? Would you mind to share it with me?
I know it's happened during 1986 in the United States, which called the Baby M case. So it is one of the famous case in surrogacy history, which involved a traditional surrogacy.
The 1986 custody battle over baby M, born to a surrogate mother who refused to give her up, riveted and divided the nation. Even though custody went to the father,
I'm so happy.
the New Jersey Supreme Court ultimately ruled that paid surrogacy was illegal, the equivalent of baby selling.
Paying a woman to give away her baby is not a medical solution to infertility.
This will have a very strong discouraging element as to anyone interested in surrogate parenting.
So this case marked a huge turning point in the history of surrogacy, and not surprisingly, many professionals now begin to move toward the use of gestational surrogacy as the norm.
Ooh, nice try, brother.
Good job, Along.
Assalamualaikum. What are you guys discussing about?
Waalaikumsalam. We are talking about surrogacy. Abba, since you are here, I want to ask few questions. Is surrogacy allowed in Islam?
In general, surrogacy is considered haram and impermissible. Islam prohibits surrogacy because it interferes with a proper lineage. Thus, it is important for us to understand that it is Allah Ta'ala who grants us a children and it is He who deprives us of children.
If a couple is unable to bear a children, they should firstly turn to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala with this following dua. A'udzubillahi minasyaitonirrajim. Rabbi habli min ladunka zurriyatan thayyibatan innaka sami'ud du'a. This is the dua of Prophet Zakaria alaihi salam when he was faced with the same situation. Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala accepted his dua regardless of his old age and his barren wife. Plus, I also practice this dua since my first year of marriage until now.
Ooh, me.
Abba, I'm just wondering how people practice surrogacy, or is there any cases regarding surrogate mother?
Yes, there are many cases, but there is one case that blew my mind. Do you want to hear this?
Yes.
Yes, Abba, sure.
Once upon a time, in India, surrogacy was like a business trading and can be considered as a lucrative career. The surrogate mother will be paid with a higher rates that can be up to 40,000 rupees, which consists of 25,138 ringgit. Having a child is not a big deal in their village because they need to enhance their income. Being a surrogate mother will rapidly upgrade their standard of life rather than running a small grocery in their village. So they thought, why not they earn some money by being a surrogate mother?
But Abba, for this case, is it permissible? And what about the Islamic ruling from different schools of faith?
Nice question. I already got the answer from this one ustad from Egypt. He said that
According to the majority of ulama kiram in the discussion of Hanafi fiqh by shariahboard.org, all types of surrogacy are considered as a natural, vulgar action of uncovering one seta, obscene, and a type of adultery mixing up lineage with batil bishubha. Therefore, the ulama kiram have considered this action as impermissible and haram. However, some of the ulama kiram have considered these two situations, which are the reproductive material from the husband and wife is mixed outside and then placed into the wife uterus, IVF, or taking the reproductive material from the husband and then placed into the wife uterus without intercourse is permissible in case of dire need, given the following conditions are met.
Number 1, the doctors have been stated that there is no other way to become a parent. Number 2, the husband's reproductive material is being placed into the wife's uterus, or both husband and wife's reproductive material is mixed outside and then placed into the wife's uterus. Number 3, since there is a chance of uncovering one's setar, it is better to be performed just by the husband and wife without the presence of anyone else. Lastly, if the action cannot be performed just by the husband and wife, then the male doctor should be helped with the husband procedure and the female doctor should be helped related to the wife procedure, and no other third person should be involved or present at all when the process is being performed.
Besides, I also watched a video on YouTube. In that video, the Ustazah explained more about the ruling of surrogate mother from the opinion of Mazhab Shafi'i. Let's listen to this.
Our Mufti of Federal Territory is considering the opinion of Mazhab Shafi'i. Thus, in their official website, it is stated that surrogacy is prohibited. Besides, the ruling of prohibition is based on one of the purposes of Sharia, which is hifz an-nas, which means to protect the lineage. In Islam, it is a responsibility for every Muslim to protect their lineage in order to avoid from any confusion will happen towards their child's lineage. The method of surrogate mother to conceive is prohibited by Islam, even though the sperm and ovum is taken from legitimate spouses, as it will lead to confusion of nasab of the child to be born. If the surrogate mother is permitted, it will definitely lead to confusion of the child's lineage, identity, and would lead to an even bigger dispute or enmity if everyone claims that the child is theirs. The prohibition of surrogacy is in accordance with the decision made by international fatwa bodies such as International Islamic Fiqh Academy in Saudi Arabia and also Islamic Research Institute in Egypt. Thus, our Mufti would like to emphasize that using surrogate mother is totally prohibited.
In summary, the majority of fuqaha view surrogacy is haram, impermissible, and not allowed in any of its form, whether it is paid or voluntary in Islam. Therefore, to solve the problem of shyness, Muslims are encouraged to foster orphans as a way to protect their lineage.
Nice sharing.
Oh, I understand now. Thank you, Abba. Thank you, Mi.
Along, Angah, go and get shower now. After this, we will have dinner together.
Alright,
Alright,
Abba.
Abba.